own history to understand the power of a protest. More than 60 years ago, hundreds of black residents nearly crippled the city with the Montgomery bus boycott. For more than a year, black residents refused to ride the bus until they received equal treatment. Well, tonight we've discovered new documents that show the financial impact of the movement. For years, this information has been tucked away, almost forgotten, until now. It's a story you'll see only on 12. Was the 1955 bus boycott. Black residents in Montgomery chose to walk instead of ride the buses to get around. A courageous show of solidarity and a powerful move that went on for more than a year and nearly bankrupted the bus company.
They lost a lot of money.
Diane Carmichael knows that firsthand. Her grandfather was James Bagley, the manager of the Montgomery City Lines Bus Company in 1955. In 2008, she discovered these meticulous records in her parents' attic. Historic documents kept by her grandfather that revealed for the first time the financial weight of the bus boycott on Montgomery.
That cedar chest was well protected and everything was still in the original folders. The financial documents were still in the old binder.
The ledger shows that from 1955 to 1956, the bus company's earnings dropped nearly 69%, forcing them to cut routes and furlough drivers. It's information that gives archivists like Haley Aaron chills.
We've speculated a lot about what those total losses looked like, but only through those financial records can you see in those hard numbers what that loss really looked like.
Even before the bus boycott, there were signs that ridership was down. More people were buying cars, so instead of riding the bus, they were driving. And with more and more black residents feeling mistreated by the bus company, the Montgomery bus boycott was quietly being organized. And this never-before-seen letter may be one of the first indicators black residents were fed up and ready to take action. It was sent to Mayor Gale a year before the bus boycott. It lists demands and the dissatisfaction black riders were having with the bus company. And notice the signatures: Joanne Robinson, Edie Nixon, and Rufus Lewis, some of the people who would later organize the bus boycott.
I think it really shows the endurance of the boycott and just the commitment that those boycotters had.
Several months after that letter, Rosa Parks took her seat and sparked a nationwide controversy. Hundreds of letters from all over the country started pouring into Bagley's office and to the mayor. Supporters, frustrated with what was happening in the South, urged them not to settle the protest.
When you read the letters, it makes you sad more than anything. You know, there was a lot of fear going on.
Fear and anxiety. Carmichael's grandfather suffered 2 heart attacks while manager of the Montgomery City Lines buses. The first one in 1956. He died shortly after a second heart attack in 1962, 3 months before plans to retire. He was 64 years old.
Dear Mr. Bagley, I take this opportunity to express my deep appreciation for your kind letter received.
Before her grandfather's death, she found 2 correspondences from a black pastor in Detroit. He encouraged her grandfather to find a peaceful solution.
Encourages my grandfather and, tries to say this, his opinion on what needs to be done. And, we just needed to get along.
Dr. Darren Moten is a professor of history and political science at Alabama State University. He calls this collection a missing link to an important story.
It's a powerful story. I mean, I think it's still a powerful story, and I think that's why the story of what happened in Montgomery still resonates, not only in the United States, but around the world.
And now the world will know more about its impact. These letters and financial documents are part of a display that sheds new lights on the past and writes a new lesson in history. Right now, check out our web extra at WSFA.com. You'll find a slideshow with more on our exclusive interview with Diane Carmichael on those personal letters she found. And we've also got information on where you can view those financial documents online for yourself at the Department of Archives and History. Well, this weekend, Raycom Media is airing a documentary tracing the path of the civil rights struggle through churches, courthouses, and other historic sites across the South. It's called A Trail of Hope, The Journey to Equality. You can watch it right here on WSFA 12 News, Saturday morning at 11.
Well, they've been at odds for over a year. The Selma City Council and